Well, I don't actually think I was supposed to be playing because we had obviously Hayden Fox was there, Taka and Simon Colosimo, and I think actually Hayden Fox got injured a couple of days before and I just got thrown in, and you know, I was a little bit nervous at the start and everything, and but we had a 0-0 draw, so kept the first clean sheet. You know, first game, first clean sheet. You know, it was a great experience playing in front of obviously family and friends, and my dad being at the stadium always wanted me to be a professional soccer player, so to play in front of your home crowd and everyone, it was just amazing. He never really pushed me, but I think it was always expected. So as him being a professional footballer himself before, so it was a bit of pressure to live up to the expectation. But you know, to be fair, he never had to say anything, but I just knew what was expected, and but he supported me through the whole journey from juniors, literally coming to every training session and driving me and actually watching every training session. So yeah, so I mean, he had the biggest influence in my career. I think what happened, I think Tony Say just bought the club with a couple other investors. I mean, it was run by the FFA for I think 6 months, and you know, it was. I think when he took over, it was a really good vibe. You know, it was obviously him and new people coming in and wanting to take the club in a better direction the way it was, and no, it was great feeling around it. We had a good bunch of players as well, and good camaraderie in the team, so it was really good. Well, I think the club has grown over, I think when was the last time, last 12 years or whatever, so it's, you know, it's probably not as fast as everyone expected. It's probably a little bit slower, but you know, it's always hard us being here in the West, and you know, we had a few good years. We made, obviously, the club made a grand final. Unfortunately, didn't win it. But you know, I think we're heading in the right direction, and things are looking up. Yes, definitely, of course. I mean, Perth boy, and the only, obviously, professional club that was here. You know, I guess I was at some stages, I was in the shed, or I was trying to be part of it. You know, as a younger guy, I just wanted to be about being involved, and you know, so I looked up to those players that were playing, and you know, it was always wanted to be part of it. You know, it's probably took longer than I expected, but you know, I just knew if I worked hard and try my best that things gonna eventually come to me, and yeah, pretty much that's what happened. Remember, well, start of the game you smelled really nice, and by the time we finished the game I smelled full of beer, so because I think we were scoring a lot of goals back then, and the team was always winning, so the beer was thrown around a lot in the shed. They're all a little bit different, you know, so because all different characters, but I thought I always got along with Michael Twate. We had obviously the experience with playing in Gold Coast together, and so you know, that was always a partnership that I really enjoyed, and I think it goes for both of us, you know, because we were close mates as well. So you know, I always said I was the penalty beater and he was a playmaker, so it always worked like a treat. I think the one against Brisbane at Suncorp, it came from a corner and I hit a sweet volley and it went like a bullet, you know. It's like, I even surprised myself, you know, so. But usually I wouldn't say that on the camera, but you got some insight now. Look, I really enjoyed the time. It's just that it was a time where I finished in Malaysia and I wasn't sure if I was going to go back or what I was going to do, and I wanted to play. Well, Rhys Williams had a big influence me going there, as you know, we got along so well, and you know, he kept hassling me to come and to play, so we could play together, and so yeah. Look, and also we played Glory. That was my last game, and so you know, that was a bit of a drawing card as well. I love wearing the purple, and you know, it's always probably going to be my number one. You know, but sometimes in career you take different paths to get to other ways and to other paths, and so yeah. You know, you love the thing when they're chanting your name, when you made a good tackle or when you did something, you know, just, you know, and that's why after the game I really enjoy going and, you know, going around and interacting with the fans, because they do play a big part to the team, keeping the team, like, I mean, there's no fans where, you know, who's going to support us, who's going to watch us, and, you know, who are we doing this for? I mean, we're putting everything for them as well, and they're coming, showing us the support, and, you know, I really admire those people that come week and week, and, you know, and pay good money to come and support us, you know, so it's really, like every single fan, it's really, like, it's, you know, I wish I could go and hug every single one of them, you know, so to tell them thank you and for coming, even on a bad day, I mean, you know, they still hang around and wait, and, you know, and try to cheer us up, and I mean, it's just amazing, you know. It's look, I really enjoy them, having them there. It's a great personal honour, but you know what? I was more disappointed the way things turned out that year, you know, and you know, I wish things went a little bit different, and you know, because we had a great team and we were performing well and everything was going, but you know, those things happen, and I had a lot of distractions in my life at that time with my dad, and you know, and but for me it was a big thing turning up to training and turning up to the game. It was a big distraction for those few hours that I would get away from not thinking what's going to happen or what could happen, or am I going to get a phone call that something happened to my dad, or so it was. And I enjoyed that, and I cherished those moments every minute that I was there on the park, and you know, and that year my dad was at every game, and just having him there just gave me, I'll say, strength, and just to make him proud, and yeah, for him to go home, and because I would call him after every game and speak about the game, and you know, we'll have if we won, obviously we'll have a bit of a laugh. If we didn't win, then the conversation went a little bit different, but you know, I enjoyed it, and you know, it's kind of a little bit that I'm missing at the moment, but you know, that's so my mum has taken the kind of the role a little bit. I was young, you know. I thought, you know, bring something different to the whole team, you know. So I don't know if it was a mullet, but yeah, it was along those lines. Oh, look, it's a big thing, you know. I played in many clubs, many countries, and you know, but this is home for me, and it's it's a very special moment on a personal basis, you know. But it's hard to explain. It's because this is the club that I always wanted to be at, and to achieve this, even I've been long away for a long time, and still come back and, you know, have play 100 games. I think it's a big achievement.